Well, this is awkward. So yeah, I've decided to basically do top 20 ranked monthly instead of quarterly like most of my peers because there are a lot of songs which come along which I really don't want to miss, and I know if I waited to do it quarterly, I would regret not talking about a lot of them. And also, I do think there's enough shake-up month to month. Yeah, now talking about it in depth weekly, that would be a problem when there's little to no shake-up in the top 20 every week. But yeah, there's been a good bit of shake-up since last month, and I was going to talk about this top 20 anyway, because I figured there would be some shake-up of a Billie Eilish album bomb, and people generally just getting sick of Seven Rings, but I was not expecting this. And, I mean, honestly, the entire year has been just getting progressively weirder in terms of chart position. I do think it's towards the end of a decade, so, we're kind of not sure what the sound of the next decade will be. Obviously, the first half of this decade was very upbeat, had a lot of club music, and the second half of this decade was very downbeat, but who knows what the next decade will sound like? We don't know yet, and we're just filling the gaps of every goddamn thing imaginable. Baby Shark? Sure. A Christian song? Also good. But this is the weird thing. I just can't quite understand how any of this is happening. Is this the weirdest charts? We're getting Axe charting from 10 years ago? Does this mean we'll be getting a Post Malone hit in 2029? Oh god, no. But yeah, anyway, this top 20 is definitely an interesting one, to say the least, and without further ado, I think the best thing to do is to just dive right in. Number 20. One other thing worth noting is that a ton of crap has just completely fallen off the top 20. Like, Girls Like You, it's gone. Murder on My Mind, it's gone. Anything involving Kodak Black, it's gone. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm honestly impressed with the American public. But again, Tatiana by Blueface, who raps off beat, and this song is currently down at number 13, and I'm fine with that, honestly. I want it to get out of the top 20. Not a fan of this song at all. The menacing piano keys are okay, and Blueface raps off beat, and it's just a short, generic song otherwise, and there's not much else to say about it. Moving on. This is now the number one song in the country. This! If this didn't come around, Sunflower would have regained a spot at number one. You've got to be kidding me, Lil Nas X, whoever the fuck you are. This song, this is the bad tier for 1 point, by the way, these last two songs. There are no terrible tier songs. No shit tier songs. But this song, it's less than 2 minutes long, and this could have, at least it unseated Seven Rings, but, oh god, this song is bad. It's a weird country hip-hop fusion that's just kind of hilarious. Although, at least it's not boring and grating like meant to be. I honestly think this song is totally in so bad it's good territory. I will listen to it if it comes on. I think it's honestly hilarious. But in terms of being deserving to be the number one song in the country, absolutely not. I really hope something replaces this soon, and this is just a viral meme thing. So, that's all I can say. Honestly, I don't have much else to say about that. Moving into the mid-tier now, we have my number 18 pick, which is up at number 19 on the charts, is Sweet But a Psycho by Ava Max. Apparently this was a big hit in the UK. I can't say I really care all that much for the song. The premise is weak. It's kind of an okay pop song, I guess. I'm not really a fan of the production. I'm definitely not a fan of Ava Max's voice, and I'm really not a fan of the lyrics to this song. The lyrics are kind of shitty, honestly. The whole premise and the screams, it's so corny and fake sounding. I just can't get behind this at all. Sorry. Number 15, or 17, I don't even know where I am anymore. Number 17, a song that really I never got on board with is, Please Me by Bruno Mars and Cardi B. The song I never got on board with at all. And yeah, Cardi B is now apparently a person who has drugged and robbed guys, which is not helping her case, but to be completely honest, this is the first Cardi B song in a while I haven't liked even a little bit, unironically. Honestly, Bruno's parts are the best part of the song. It sounds like an awful dated song from 2009 or so, and the parts of it which are made up for in vocal performance and charisma are completely taken away with the slimy, grating synth production. This song might fall into so bad it's good territory or be kind of funny to listen to, but in terms of something that's actually good music, Nope, I think I'm passing on that. Sorry. Number 16. Okay, so this song grew on me a little bit. I think it has a little more energy and bombast than most Drake songs, and yeah, I'm calling this a Drake song. But yeah, it's technically a Meek Mill song, but nobody cares about Meek Mill song. And yeah, I like the beat, honestly. I think this song has a little more energy and bombast than most of Drake's songs, but it still shouldn't have been sticking around this long. At least it's down at number 14 and leaving the charts now. Number 15. Can this song die already? I've consistently said this song was pretty mediocre, and I stand by that. Dan Smith's performance is good, and Marshmallow's drop is not good, and the video is depressing. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if this song, Happier by Marshmallow and Bastille, it exists. Again, this is like one of the most serviceable radio filler EDM songs. There's literally nothing interesting about it. I'd honestly rather be hearing Close to Me by Ellie Goulding and Diplo, or even the Chainsmokers song with Five Sauce, or their other song with Kelsea Ballerini. Honestly, these songs are just kind of not cool, and this song is just boring, and I don't find Marshmallow that interesting to begin with. Number 14. This is a song that I feel I'm obligated to put higher, and now that it's actually sticking around, it is leaving the top 10, hopefully, and I really do respect what J. Cole is saying in the song for the most part, but I can't say I enjoy the, production at all, and it still sounds like a generic trap song. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moving into the decent tier, wow, this is a good top 20 so far. I said, again, a lot of the bad shit just completely dropped off the charts, and that is totally a good thing as far as I'm concerned. Number 13 is going to be, a song that I have multiple times defended. This is Without Me by Halsey, and yeah, this song is still decent. I still do like it, but at this point, this song is really old, and I've heard it way too many times. It really needs to go away. It's been, like, the biggest song of the year so far. It really needs to go away. Halsey's voice does get kind of grating on the chorus, and I do really appreciate the simple sentiment of this song, but it gets old fast, and quite honestly, any sort of character this had is just been washed away in the backlog of 2018. Can we please just get this away? Like, I still think it was a decent song for the run it had, but it's time for it to die. Number 12. You're not expecting me my continued ambivalence to Eastside. Now, I gotta admit, I like Khalid's chorus here. I actually think Khalid's chorus is good on this song, and I actually like the melody. It has a little bit of energy to it. I really don't like Halsey's verse at all. It makes it sound like I don't like Halsey, which is actually not true. I actually do like her, but, Khalid has the best part of the song, and there's really not much else to say about it, if I'm going to be completely honest. Number 11. Another song I've been relatively positive on, which is Wow by Post Malone. And this one is still a good song in my opinion, but again, it's getting near the end of it's testing my patience. It's getting to a point where it needs to kind of go away. And number 10, while we're at it, Seven Rings. Still here, still strong, and still a really nice beat, and some kind of shitty lyrics. Alright, the good tier. We have 9 songs that are in the good tier, but this is actually really good thing. Yeah, all those songs in the decent tier, by the way, are things I might consider seeking out, and quite honestly, this top 20 is probably the best one I've reviewed overall, but also the strangest. I will say there's a lot of variety in this top 20, which is a really good thing to see. Number 9. Speaking of Khalid, Better by Khalid. Honestly, this is going to be a controversial opinion, but I may prefer talk. But this song is still good, and I like Khalid a lot. Not much else to say about it. Number 8. High Hopes by Brendon Urie. I'm sorry, I refuse to call this a Panic at the Disco song. It's still here, and honestly, it's leaving the charts soon, leaving the top 20, and honestly, I'm more than okay with that. It's had a great run, and considering how much I've always liked the song, and still do like it to an extent, I would probably not seek it out as much these days, just because I am so sick of it. But definitely not the worst thing ever. Now, here's one of our games I'm actually very happy to see. This is Dancing with a Stranger, Normani and Sam Smith. Sorry, I refuse to call this a Sam Smith song. Again, Sam Smith does better with dance beats. I won't say this is as good as Promises, but it's still really good, okay? And Normani has the best part on the song. She really needs to get herself a solo hit. I mean, she's had a hit with Khalid now and with Sam Smith. I did prefer her hit with Khalid, and I think my biggest problem with this song is that it name drops Look What You Made Me Do multiple times. I mean, yeah, I understand it fits a lot better in the context of this song, but still, why? Number 6. Another song with a really good beat and really shitty lyrics. Honestly, I love the beat and production of this song. It's so insanely catchy, and regardless of what you say about the lyrics, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and I find myself walking around singing along to this all the time. Don't worry, I'm not actually going to get a guy to break up with his girlfriend. I know not to do that. I'm not stupid, nor do I want to date him. But yeah, this song is still really enjoyable, and honestly, it's gonna be leaving the top 20 soon, and yes, I prefer this to Seven Rings. I wish that this was the song that had stuck around and beat out Seven Rings. Please don't let Monopoly do that. Number 5, our newest new entry, Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. Of course I'm going to like this song. I mean, it's not like I don't like this song. Of course I'm going to like this song. I love the beat, I love the sinister vibe, I love the drop. Billie's vocals are great. I love the beat switch at the end of the song. I'm a sucker for good beat switch, you know that. Yeah, this song is really good, and honestly, I have no real complaints here. But I'd hesitate to call it great. Speaking of great, we're going to move on to number 4 now. This song is still here, it's still fantastic. The first month I did this, I said this was the best song in the top 20, and honestly, I think my opinions have changed a bit, and I think it's a bit simple, and honestly, I'm a little bit sick of hearing it. But it's still a fantastic song. There's nothing to say about that. Another song that is absolutely fantastic, but I'm honestly a little bit sick of hearing, is Sunflower by Post Malone and Sway Lee. Now, moving back up a slot and on its way to regaining its number 1 spot, which, yeah, honestly, I want some fresh blood to the charts, and the song is getting a bit old at this point, but it's still goddamn fantastic. And take this or Old Town Road. I'll take this any day of the week. Number 2. You know, I'm sorry. This song is a bop, and I have no complaints here. Sucker, the Jonas Brothers comeback song. It's such a bop. I love the beat, I love the falsetto singing, I love the instrumentation. It's one of the first, most upbeat, dancey pop songs I've heard in forever, and I've been starving for a song like this on the Hot 100 for a long time, and this song delivers in every way it needs to. Honestly, I think it's completely different from Feel It Still, and it's irrelevant to compare them. I actually heard somebody comparing this song to Drag Me Down by One Direction, and honestly, I can see that too. So I've compared this song to multiple other songs, and by now, and I think it's its own great song. It's very Jonas Brothers-y in a good way, very Joe Jonas, DNCE style for bass, and Nick Jonas is singing, and I think the song is actually really good, and yeah, this song is amazing. Number 1. I feel like I have to acknowledge this song's greatness before it exits the top 20. It's at number 20 now, and it's on its way out, which I'm more than fine with. It has had a phenomenally long run, and it deserved every bit of acclaim and praise it has gotten. It doesn't matter that the lyrics don't make sense. Literally, this song is a masterpiece. I'm not much of a rap person, but this is a signal of hip-hop looking up. Can we keep Travis Scott around, please? And I don't even like Drake, but his parts on this song are fantastic. Again, I am a sucker for a good beat switch. I'm not saying this is the best beat switch I've ever heard or anything, but, this song is still absolutely amazing. And I'm finally now actually really getting into it, now that, it's leaving the top 20, which is kind of odd. But honestly, as much as I love the song, and I do, I think it's time for it to probably leave the top 20 at this time. So we're good, you know? But yeah, in general, very positive feeling about this top 20. We have a 64 out of 100 as our score. So yeah, that is the highest score we've had yet. And things are definitely looking up. There's a ton of variety in this top 20, and not a lot of really genuinely bad songs. And honestly, that's totally a good thing. This may not just be the best top 20 I've reviewed. This may be the best top 20 in like a couple years. I'm not kidding. This is genuinely such a good top 20, and I'm Rye Reviews, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.